Good morning everybody, I hope that you are well. My name is Christiane and welcome to my channel Backpacking Bananas. I am currently on the island of Koh Lipe, which has some very loud motorbikes. I actually just arrived here yesterday. I travelled here from Koh Lipe with my friend Sean, who I met in Koh Tao. I've been solo backpacking Thailand for a few weeks now, but I've been in the country for a few months. You can look back at the previous series to see what's happened there. Koh Lipe is one of these islands that's super down south in the country. It may possibly be the most southern island in Thailand. We're pretty much in Malaysia right now, and to be honest, it's not a super common island on the backpacking route. I think part of the reason is because it is so far away, and we paid a lot of money to get here. Our speedboat from Koh Lipe to Koh Lipe cost 2,300 baht. That's a lot of money to be spending in Thailand, but I was so keen to go here. This one was on my bucket list for this trip, and so it feels really good to be here now. The island is absolutely stunning. Yesterday when we arrived, I just had a bunch of work to do, which is why I didn't really vlog it, but I did film a little tour of the hostel that we're staying in, so I'll show you that now. Look at this. We have chosen to stay in the Chic Lipe, which is like a luxury boutique hostel here on Koh Lipe. And I don't think I've ever stayed in a luxury boutique hostel, but it's very nice. The dorm room is ever so bougie. We are paying 420 baht each per night for a dorm bed, and that was actually booked on Agoda. So we saw the hostel online and thought that looks cool, let's go there. And then when we rocked up at reception, I think they quoted us 550 baht, but I remember seeing online that it was cheaper than that, and so they said, oh okay, well, you know, if you've seen cheaper, book it where you've seen it. And so we did. That was on Agoda, and it was 420 baht per night, so feeling quite good about that deal. And this is what the dorm bed looks like. So you have your own massive cupboard almost. I think that's lockable. They give you a bath towel. We have our own USB plug socket and light. You have your own like hanger and hook, duvet, pillow, and your own little personal window out to a mountain view. Very nice. These are the bathrooms. Look how snazzy this is. Looks like there's free coffee and tea, maybe, not sure. A fridge. This is like one of the communal spaces. It's so fancy. I feel like it's like a set of a movie or something. There is a place for everyone to put their shoes, and this is like the kind of main common space. Coffee shop here. So now it's the next day. It's about 9 a.m. Sean is already up and about. He's an early riser, and so I'm just going to go meet him because I believe he's gone to a local cafe to get a coffee. Here he is. Fancy seeing you here. Okay, so we know we want to do some diving tomorrow. Today we want to do just something else in Koh Lipe. Well, we want to explore all the beaches, but it'll be nice just to do something a little bit diverse. And so I was doing a little bit of research, and it looks like you can get a boat to the neighbouring island of Koh Adang and then hike up to a viewpoint where you can see the entirety of Koh Lipe, and it looks beautiful. And today we have a beautiful weather day. It's blue skies. We might get a little bit sunburned, but I just feel like that's a really cool activity to do. So we are on Pattaya Beach right now, where all the boats on Koh Lipe depart from. This is where we arrived yesterday, and we're going to try and find a boat that can take us to Koh Adang. So we just asked the woman at the dive shop in Pattaya Beach, oh, is this where we go to Koh Adang? And she goes, no, you actually need to go to Sunrise Beach, to the local school there, and that's where you can catch a long-tail boat. So we're going to head back there. That one is actually closer to our hostel, so we kind of walked to this side for nothing, but it's okay because everywhere is like less than a 10-minute walk.
It's good to get the legs moving.
It is good to get the legs moving. I've got my Apple Watch back on. All right, so this is Sunrise Beach on the east side of Koh Lipe. Got lots of long-tail boats, and that right there is Koh Adang, and that is where we need to get one of these boats to, and then we're gonna climb up that mountain, I guess, to look back on this island. Okay, here we go. Here's our boat. We've asked for a return because obviously we are coming back to Koh Lipe later, and for the two of us it's going to be 400 baht. Whoa! So 200 baht each for a return. We've asked them to come pick us up at 2. It's 11:30 right now. We think that the hike up and down is going to be around 2 hours. That's what we're hoping. So they're going to come pick us up at 2 o'clock. Got the full protection on today, sunnies and hat. So 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Okay, cop and car. All right, made it to Koh Adang. We both brought trainers to put on so that we're not hiking in our sandals. Ooh. Whoa, whoa. Did you say you hope it's not going to be a strenuous one? I think it's going to be.
But if it is?
Yes.
It is.
Oh. So here we go. I believe this is the start. Shadow Cliff is where we're going, I think. I already set off the Apple Watch 2 minutes ago when we were walking from the beach. Let's go. Let's get sweaty. First 10 minutes was in the shade. And we were not even thinking it might have been like that the whole way, but no. We're now in the heat of the midday sun. Probably the worst time of day to do this hike, but here we are. I'm actually not too sure how far there is to go. It's just a matter of just keep on hiking until you make it to the top. Okay, this is viewpoint 1. This was reached after just over 11 minutes. There we go. Here's the view at viewpoint 1. There's Koh Lipe. We'll get an even better view of it in a sec. Viewpoint 2, ladies and gentlemen. 160 meters of elevation and 1 kilometer. Koh Lipe is 2 kilometers in distance, or length I should say, and then 1 kilometer in width. I think there's still one more viewpoint to go. We don't know how far it is. Here we go. This one doesn't even have a number, it just says viewpoint. And I think that means that we made it, baby. Look at this. It feels amazing to be up here, but I tell you what, there is no wind. We are hot. So to get to the top, it took us about 40 minutes, 222 meters of elevation gain to be very specific, and 1.46 kilometers in distance, and a lot of sweat. Scuba Sean's on the guitar. If you're confused, Sean literally just bought this mask and snorkel just before we came on the hike. What are you going to play for us?
Wonderwall.
Oh no! This is our new friend.
Try this, bud. There you go.
Oh, lovely! So tasty. We did it! Nice one! Only took us 20 minutes to get down actually, so 40 minutes up, a sweaty 40 minutes, and then a fairly chill 20 minutes down. An hour of hiking all in all, though we did stop at the top for like 15 minutes. It's 1:38 and the boat's picking us back up at 2 o'clock, so we've got about 20 minutes just to chill, go for a dip before we get taken back to Koh Lipe. Do highly recommend that hike. Probably not recommend it in the middle of the day like we just did, but it was fully worth it for the views at the top. And we both did it in trainers, and we're both very glad that we had our trainers, but I think if you do it in flip-flops or Birkenstocks, you'll be fine. Like the ground wasn't, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. The ground isn't exactly even, but if you do find yourself here with just a pair of sandals, like, I'm sure you'll be fine. We just went for a swim. It was glorious. I did take the mask and snorkel. There wasn't like any overwhelming fish, but it was just so nice being in the lovely, clear, warm water. I did bring my GoPro, and then I realised when I got in the water, no SD card. Rookie error! I better not make that mistake when we go diving tomorrow. I won't. He'll make sure that I won't make that mistake again. But the snorkeling, or just the water here is lovely, and we are getting picked up very shortly. In fact, I feel like I can hear our long-tail boat, but I can't see it. I think it's that boat that looks like it's kind of on its way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Here he comes, finally. I mean, there are worse places to wait. We've just been chilling in the water, but we have been waiting over half an hour.
Yeah.
He was supposed to come at 2, it's now 2:30. It's all right, as long as this is our guy. Oh, we're quite hungry. Go on, Sean, jump! Yes!
Might as well jump.
They do have a ladder, by the way, if you don't want to jump in, but we just thought it'd be quicker to jump. Ta-da! Okay. Goodbye, Koh Adang. Look at this place, it's a whole vibe. So we just had a very late lunch and now we are heading to Sunset Beach for the sunset. There's 3 beaches on this island. You've got Sunrise Beach, Sunset Beach and Pattaya Beach. Heading to Sunset Beach now. We will head to Sunrise Beach in the morning. Luckily it's really close to the hostel as well. And then we will have done all the beaches in Koh Lipe. Here we are. Here, my friends, is Sunset Beach. I didn't bring my mask and snorkel. I really don't know why. I had no excuse. I should have brought it because there's actually loads of rocks around here, and typically like when you've got like rocks on the side of the water, there's normally loads and loads of fish. I tell you what, I've never felt as dehydrated on this trip as I have today. I think it was that hike and the absolutely boiling sun just making us sweat so much. But I have to keep drinking liquids. This is a watermelon green tea. It's very nice actually. You are one who will survive. When time's been bad. Good morning everyone. I've got my iced caramel latte. It's about 20 past 8 in the morning and we are going diving. We're going scuba diving. Very, very exciting. I'm here with Sean. How did you sleep last night, Sean?
Like a baby.
Really?
Yeah.
But we are walking from the hostel to the dive shop right now, which is where this is going to be setting off at 8:30. We've decided to go with a dive shop called Forra, F-O-R-R-A. They were not the ones we were initially recommended, but the ones we were initially recommended were not going to the dive spots that we wanted to go to. Basically, there's obviously quite a lot of dive spots around Koh Lipe, and the dive shops will go to these various different spots on various different days. We have been quite inflexible with the day that we're able to dive. It's kind of only today. We're both a fan of big things. We want the biggest chance we can to see, you know, big fish, maybe even a whale shark. The places that the dive shop we were recommended to go to, which is Koh Lipe Divers, they weren't going to those spots today. They were going to places where you would just see small stuff. Yeah, we've gone with this other dive shop who also seem really, really great on first impressions. Like, I was just really impressed at how they took all of our details down yesterday and how friendly they were. So I have no doubt that they're going to be very good as well. And they're going to be taking us to a place called 8 Mile Rock. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It is a place that you need to be advanced, or at least training advanced, to go to, because the dives are going to be going down to 30 meters. So I'm a rescue diver, which is fine. Sean is open water.
I have to do a little homework.
But he's just been given a little homework to kind of start his advanced training on this dive. But you're not actually going to become an advanced diver, you're just doing one step towards it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is correct.
So even if you are open water, like, there are ways of diving in 8 Mile Rock and doing like deep dives. Off we go to the dive shop. Here it is. Morning. So we're getting on a long tail boat first, which is going to take us to the dive boat. I'm assuming is one of the ones out there.
Okay.
Alright, here's the big boat. I'm going to head upstairs. Doing this with no hands is a little bit difficult. Very nice, very nice. Okay, we've settled at the back of the boat. If you watched the previous vlog, you may remember that in PP, I bought myself my very first dive computer. Very exciting. Now, annoyingly, it was literally sitting in that dive shop for like 2 years because of COVID and no one had bought it. So when I bought it, it's got the battery light flashing already. I did try to get a new battery over the past couple of days, but it's seemingly a little bit harder than I thought to get a new battery for it. It's just a little bit complicated. I don't have a new battery and I'm just hoping that even though it's flashing on the battery light, that it will last the dives. Not that I need it, like I've been diving my entire diving career without it, But you know, now that I have it, I'd really like to use it, and it would just be really, really nice. And especially since these are going to be deep dives, it would just be nice to see how deep I am and how long I've been underwater, like how long the dive is. So yes, I've got that. I remembered to bring my own mask this time, and I'm representing LBD divers on Koh Tao. They gave me this, so kind. I've got my GoPro with the dive casing. Still no red filter. What kind of a YouTuber am I? And a long stick to get some good selfie actions. Let's hope that we see some good fish. The boat is setting sail right now. Hee hee. Hello, I'm up. That was a glorious dive, like really, really amazing. Didn't see any whale sharks, but saw a whole lot of fish, a lot of barracudas, just massive, massive schools of fish, really big fish. I don't know the names of all the fish, but they were big fish, and it was like, I was just like looking around like this the whole time. All in all, I'd say it was a good dive, but for Sean, what happened with you? You were using the guy's alternative air source at one point.
I used a bigger tank, which I think means a different material. Which allows for more air, I guess. I was fighting the tank the whole time. It was pulling me around and it was a little uncomfortable. I'm really happy with what I saw, but I was also fighting my gear a little bit. So it was a little uncomfortable, but I'm totally happy with the dive.
I've never dived with one of those bigger tanks before.
Yeah, so I'm gonna switch back for the second one.
Yeah. You live and you learn, don't you? Stop. So we got some watermelon. And then for lunch,
I had a great
we've got like a chicken curry and wraps. Oh, by the way, the dive computer, as soon as I got in the water, it just was flashing battery, and that's the only thing I could see, so it didn't actually record the dive. But oh well. All I know is that I need to get myself a battery when I go on like my next diving adventure, whenever that may be. I wasn't counting on the fact that it would work, and I'm not that bothered. It would have been nice if it did. Curry, chicken curry. It's one of the best things about Thailand, is getting fed Thai food in your breaks. I don't know how long our break is before the next dive, but I imagine it's probably going to be an hour or so. And then diving in the same area. Maybe, in the second dive we'll see a whale shark. Wouldn't that be nice? But honestly, like, even if we don't see a whale shark, and it's anything like that dive, I will be super happy. I was enjoying myself down there. Alright, it's time to get the wetsuit back on, which is still very, very wet. The GoPro ready. I think it still has at least 50% battery, which is good. If not, I'll be sad. Let's go in. Second dive is done. Very, very nice. Another very nice dive. Lots of beautiful big fish. I think I preferred the first dive to the second one, but still it was great. No whale sharks, but that's okay. My camera on that second dive actually ran out of battery halfway through. Though it was strange because I had like 35% and then suddenly it just switched off. Sometimes GoPros are just ridiculously glitchy and annoying. I'm saving up for a new dive camera. But no, it was brill. I'm really, really glad. And I'd go as far to say today has been the best diving that I've done in all of Thailand. Koh Tao, Richelieu Rock near Khao Lak, and Koh Phi Phi and Koh Lipe. Koh Lipe has been my favourite, I would say. Very, very good. We're going to dry off now, and then it's like an hour boat ride back to Koh Lipe. There is the option to do a third dive if we want to in the Stonehenge area. There's like a Stonehenge dive, but I don't think we're going to do it. Obviously, you have to pay more if you want to do extra dives. I don't know if I've mentioned, we have paid 2,800 baht to do 2 dives. And then you pay an extra 200 for the National Marine Park fee, and then an extra 70 for insurance. So all in all, 3,070 baht to do this day of 2 diving. And then I think it's something like an extra 700 baht if we wanted to do an extra third dive. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. An extra third dive would be an extra 700 baht. But I'm not bothered. I'm quite happy with these 2 dives, and I've got work to do, so we'll leave it there. I'm back at the Chic Lipe hostel, just getting some work done because the Wi-Fi is good in here. They serve food, they serve coffee, and it's actually very quiet here in the afternoon. This morning it was busy in the reception area, but now it's quite quiet, so it's quite nice to get some food and get some work done, which is very, very needed. Good morning, everyone. It's disgusting o'clock, aka 6:20 in the morning. Sean's managed to get up as well. I'm sorry for scaring you.
It's okay.
I just ruffled his curtain, and you just did the biggest like gasp of your life. Yeah, we're up because we want to watch the sunrise on Sunrise Beach, one of the 3 beaches here on Koh Lipe. Luckily, we live quite close to it. At least I think we live quite close to it, but I'll have a look on Google Maps. I know how to get there like a long way, but wait, it might be quicker. Yeah, I guess we can go this way. The sun. Sunrise Beach? This way.
This way?
Okay.
Fast.
Here we go. We're marching. There she is. Good morning, sunshine. I know it's like quite a cliche thing for backpackers to wake up for the sunrise. I feel like I'm always seeing spiritual backpackers online talking about how they wake up every morning and watch the sunrise. And if I'm completely honest, personally, I never do it. If I'm jet lagged, yeah, perhaps I'll do it then. But other than that, I like my sleep, and so I don't normally do this. But since this beach was literally called Sunrise Beach and we were living a 2-minute walk from it, we thought it was very appropriate. It's been nice. It has been nice. Oh dear, there was a very strong fishy smell. It absolutely stinks, and now Sean's vomiting over there. Oh no! What a turn to our peaceful, serene morning. Are you okay?
Yes.
It stinks by that tree.
Dead fish.
It's a dead fish?
Yeah, it's the dead fish that smells.
Oh. Right, and so ends our time in Koh Lipe. We are back on Pattaya Beach. I've got myself a nice caramel latte. This is where we are going to be leaving the island. We've had a fantastic time, you know. I will give more tips for this island in my backpacking Thailand tips video, which will come at the end of the series. But I'm continuing to travel with Sean, who is over there, and our next stop is going to be Railay, my first time in Railay, and that's going to be the final destination of this entire trip, which is so sad. I feel like it's gone mega fast. I'm excited for it to be the last stop. So our journey now is from Koh Lipe to Pak Barapia, and then we're getting a van from there to Ao Nang, and then I think there's just going to be a little long tail boat which will take us to Railay. That's the plan. That ticket costs us 1,200 baht, but I'll talk more about that in the next video. Really hope you guys enjoyed this one. Subscribe if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!